Okay, we back on the Real TV, Kismet Capri Dope Art Association. Today we have a special guest. I'm not just saying a special guest because this is my blood brother, same father. I'm not just saying that. I really think he's a talented artist, and we're gonna get more into who he is and more on his background. Because I'm quite sure, even though me being his little brother, there's things I don't know about him as an artist. Okay, so for the people who don't know who you are, just like give them an introduction on who you are. Let them know what your name is and like where you from.
But shout out the Dope Art Association and my little bro and BU movement. I go by the name of Don K.A.V, DONK.A.V. Stand for Killing No Verses, but that's also my name too, Keith Anthony Vereen. I grew up Bronx, New York. But I also grew up in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach too, which is my second home. So I'm an East Coast boy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm an open book. Whatever you want to know.
Okay, so like, how long you been doing music? For the people who don't know that about you either.
Doing music, I don't know. I want to be cliche and be like since I was little, but I'll be lying. I started getting into music when I think I was like 14, 15. Actually, when I moved down to South Carolina. So like about 14, 15, I started writing and doing music when I met my boy A.B.
Okay.
Shout out to A.B.
So when do you think like you got real serious about it?
Serious. I got serious with rapping and taking my actual lyricism serious when I was like 19. I don't think I really got serious with actually trying to pursue music and make money off of music. So about like a few years ago, like when I came in this room, actually, this room used to be Juice, Scudder City Juice room, and I recorded my first song with him, Pick and Choose, and that might be the first time I actually was like, alright, I'm gonna start trying to go serious and go hard and try to make money off of this and network and everything.
What's something that drives you as an artist?
Back then. Back then I would say it would have been like that lifestyle, like the cars and money and everything. But nowadays is my daughters to have a better future for my daughters. Make sure that they good and secure and everything like that. It's really my two daughters.
Okay, you say you from the Bronx originally, and you've been out in Myrtle Beach for a few years, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between like the Bronx and Myrtle Beach? Like, how does that really like affect your music?
The difference is a lot more slower. Pace wise, growing up in New York, everything's so close together. There's a lot of people, it's more fast paced. You on your toes and more aware. You said how it affects my music.
Yeah. Excuse me dying in the background, yeah.
How it affects my music, I know. I guess I got the best of both worlds. I got that city life where you gotta really maneuver, but then you got that down south life where you still gotta hustle and maneuver, but you kind of excel down here. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I ain't really think about it like that.
You go back up to the city often?
Yeah, I be going there every now and then. See my family, my friends and shit.
Like, all right, so you've been in the South for a few years. I don't know if you like pay attention to the underground rap scene in New York, because like I'm quite sure everyone's familiar with the mainstream New York, like the Cardi B's, the Lil TJs, A Boogies, whatnot, or whatever. But I was wondering, do you pay attention to the underground like wave of New York and not even just New York, like in the Bronx? Because like me personally, like I know like a lot of artists up in Brooklyn right now and a lot of artists in Brooklyn that's rising. But do you know any artists from your neighborhood in particular, or just like the surrounding neighborhoods in the Bronx, like you willing to work with, or like you want to work with, or like you just pay attention to?
I'll be lying if I say I don't fuck with nobody. Cause I really do stick to myself, just trying to make music. But around the Bronx, shout out to Suta. He from my neighborhood. A lot of people probably know him out there up north, but down if you like bars and that real street shit, shout out to Suta. My boy's little brother Justo baby, He getting it right now out there in the Bronx too. Justo baby, he good. But I really don't stay too much in tune with the hip hop scene. You know, as far as listening, I might keep my ears to the streets of like who's new and like what's going on. But as far as like listening, I'm listening to myself to how to critique and get better with each song on the real.
Okay, what's your goals for yourself, Don K.A.V, like in the next 3 months? What goals do you have set for yourself in the next 3 months?
But right now, I don't know if anybody's in tune with what I'm doing, or if anybody is a follower of what I got going on. August 31st, I dropped this. I guess you could say my campaign. Every 2 weeks, I'm dropping a single. So I'm just trying to stick focus on that. Drop a single every 2 weeks. I've been on it. In the midst of that, I might be working with other artists who might drop a song with me in the between them 2 weeks. You know, so in a year you're gonna get 26 songs from me. But like for instance, for Halloween, depending on when this coming up, Halloween 2020, I got a collaboration with Team Zombie Mode, and I produced a song on there, but I also got 2 songs on there as features. So that would be 3 songs dropping. So that's why I'm just trying to stick to the every 2 week single campaign, and you know I'm trying to work on these mini movies with the team, and just you gonna see a lot of more content from me coming down the line. That's why I'm focused on. That's my goal. Just give y'all more content and be consistent in y'all face.
So like me personally, like obviously like I follow your career because like I'm your little brother and we do a lot of stuff together. Like I'm there helping you support with a lot of stuff, and like we just went to Atlanta and we shot 2 videos, but you and ABP.
Yeah, ABP Unknown. Shout out to ABP Unknown. He got a tape coming out too, Lost Souls. I mean, shout out to my boy.
Y'all did a video out there, and you and your man Swift, but you and ABP Unknown video. Now, I just want to know what was the vibes in the studio, because I wasn't there when y'all recorded this song, and like I know you said y'all recorded this song the night before. I want to know like what was the vibes in the studio, and like how did y'all come up with that?
All right, so well, me and ABP, if y'all don't follow me, you know, tune in. Me and him made our first song, for my tape, Can't Be Down Forever, Seen Enough. That's when we first linked up, and then we did a song for his tape, Lost Souls, Working, and then I was going to Atlanta to link on my boy Swift to drop that Like This video, and you know, he caught wind of that and he was like, I'm sliding out too. So leading up to that, I was like, yo, why don't we try to work on a song? If we could do it, let's shoot a video out there too. So one night, like 2 nights before, me and Jern was in the studio, and we was listening to loops and stuff. He came up, he found that loop, he added the kicks and all that. I made a little hook. He sent it to ABP. ABP was like, yo, I don't like this part, but I like that part. I was like, all right, keep that part. He did his thing. We linked up the next night. We freestyled it back and forth. The day that we was about to leave, we touched up whatever we touched up. We hit Atlanta. We shot the video.
Okay, and WizKid Jerm, he's also another person. People who's going to start tuning into you are already follow you. They're probably also familiar with, because you do a lot of work with WizKid Jerm. Yeah, I just want to know more about your personal relationship with him. Like, how did you guys end up becoming so cool? Because like WizKid Jerm, like y'all met what, like 2-3 years ago, from like my understanding,
in this room,
and y'all got a lot of work together.
We met together in this room. Shout out to Scudder City Juice. You know, he had this studio before I did, and I had a song. If y'all look through my archive or whatever, I got a song called "Deceive" with little bro OG Lease. And I went to use the bathroom, and when I was going, he was like, yo, is that you playing that instrumental? And I was telling him like, yeah. And he was like, that's crazy, because I got a song off of that instrumental. And you know, we exchanged infos, we linked up, and then from there, it's just been history. That's been my boy since. And we just got a lot of work done. He ordering a lot of shit between us, but that's all right though.
Something else I wanted to know, why do you do what you do?
As far as what, like music?
Yeah, like what's the real reason that you really do music? Like I know you said the babies earlier.
I don't know. I just like music. I just like I just I like composing things. I just recently started making beats, so like I just like how you could create something from nothing and create a whole vibe from it, or be able to tell a story, or tell this situation and have it resonate with so many people that you probably don't even know, or just put something up and people across the world fucking with it, you know, like I think that's just something dope. And also I think music is just a part of all of us. Like everybody knows music, you feel me, some way, somehow. So it's like, I don't know, I just love music.
I like how you said you like to create a vibe from nothing and get something going. So what is your creative process like?
It just depends the type of mood I am, but usually if I'm making a beat, excuse me. If I'm making a beat, like I need me a couple of blunts, and I'm just vibing. But it ain't. I'm not really too much of a needy person. I just need my phone. You know, I like to write on my phone. I need my dictionary on my app for the phone. You know, a little bit of bud. I really don't drink like that, so I don't need no liquor. But and just the songs, like, and just a good vibe. Like, might depending if I'm with people, the energy might need to be right. If I'm with people, if I'm by myself, then you know, I'm good.
Would you say your skill, I mean, would you say your art is more of a skill or a talent?
It's a skill. I had to work on that skill. I yeah, I had to work on that skill. I wasn't born with that. I was trash at first.
Okay. So, I want to know what are the goals for your overall brand in the next 5 years? Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Um, I would like to be, you know, a little further along in my career, you know, doing shows, um, opening doors for other artists like myself. I'm very into acting and doing movies like that. Hopefully I could make one of my screenplays become a blockbuster, you know, and just create more opportunities for people like myself who grew up in the hood with a less fortunate hand.
If you weren't a musician, what would you be? Like, if you weren't a rapper, if you weren't a producer, if you weren't doing anything in entertainment, actually, if you weren't doing anything in entertainment, what would you be?
What would I be if I wasn't doing? I don't know. I just an average Joe, just working a job, paying bills, regular shit. I don't know, honestly.
You got a dream collaboration? Like, one day, like, say you had 3 artists you could get on a collaboration, like, what would be your dream collaboration?
I don't know. It's so many, but I think how many I could choose from? Just 2 features or something, or 3?
Like, I wouldn't say a song with 3 people featured on it, but like just 3 features in general. You want to work with 3 people you would love to collaborate with.
Alright.
What would be your 3 dream collaborations?
Let me get let me get let me get Saha the Prince, J. Cole, and Jadakiss.
Jadakiss?
That'd be crazy.
See, me personally, I didn't expect Shaha the Prince.
I fuck with him too, and me and him got the same birthday.
Me personally, I don't know. I was just expecting you to throw Fabulous in there.
I was gonna throw him in there, but like bar wise, that'd be crazy. But if I had to choose like a swagger on a song, I mean I might switch out J. Cole with Fab.
Okay, so like, have you ever went through like writer's block?
I go through writer's block a lot.
So what?
I be trying to overcome that.
So like, do you have any advice to give on that right now, or not really?
I'm not the best advice giver, but for me, I try to. Sometimes I might just might take a break from it, you know, from the song that I'm writing, or depending on what I'm doing. if it's for myself in general, like if it's a song for me, I might take a break from it. I might try to repeat the last bar, or sometimes I might just scratch the whole idea and just go to a next bar. You feel me? Just jump into the next thing. But if it's for somebody else's song, I'm not trying to catch her. Like I'm trying to give y'all the best song ever, that best verse that you ever heard from me.
Okay.
ASAP.
So you consider yourself like an artist, and like you really want to grow with your artistry, and one day you believe you could be like one of the top contenders that's doing stuff in the music game one day, right?
I mean, I'm not really worrying about being a top contender. I'm just worrying about like, I feel like as long as I'm doing good in my lane, you know, it's like as long as I'm able to be happy with what I'm doing. If I feel like I made this song and it made top 10 Billboard and I'm number 9, I'm good. That's accomplishment. You feel me? From where I came from. You feel me? I do want to strive to be something like the greatest or the best, but I'm just doing the best that I could be. You feel me? The best. I want to be the best of who I am. You feel me? I'm not trying to be this person. I aspire to be those people and I look up to them, but I'm just trying to be the best me and try to make something in my own lane and create me.
So you grew up in the Bronx for the first half of your life. You said in the Bronx is the home of hip hop, but at the same time you still got family down south too, and like you back and forth, just like all the time, and you influenced from both places. So like, what were you really listening to? Like, give the people like idea of, like one of your summer soundtracks or something you was listening to in the summer, like something in general.
Like I said, my dad used to be into music, you feel me? So I grew up listening to a lot of stuff. Like, I remember he gave me a box of mixtape CDs. I was listening to the G Units back then, you know, Dipset and everything, Street Family, with when Fabulous used to have that, Lil Wayne, and all them, the 5,000 Degrees or some shit like that. Or I listened to everything, like. I was a big hip hop fan, a big hip hop head. Like me and my boy D Nice used to look for artists, you know, coming across Currency when he first came out and shit like that. Like Wiz Khalifa when he first came out. Like, that's how we used to do them.
Would you say like 17 years old, that's like definitely a rememberable age, like just like, you know, just like one of those highlight years of your teenage years? Like, just for like most 17-year-olds in general?
Excuse me. My whole teenage years was a highlight.
Yeah.
Real talk. So I think I calmed down when I started getting into my 19s and 20s. I started calming down a little bit, but
like, it's just like good memories though.
Yes.
What would you say, like, what would you say was your favorite album of your high school years? Like, what was your favorite album?
Favorite album? Like what year though? Cause you know it's like, and like what season? Like, you know, you had.
Let's just go to like 08, cause like you would probably be like 17, like 08, 07, 08, like you would be like 11th grade.
Yeah, 08. So let me see. I don't know. Well, when did Cabin Fever come out? Did it come out around that time? Let me see. Hey Siri, when did Wiz Khalifa Cabin Fever come out?
Which one? I found 9 Wiz Khalifa, Cabin Fever, Patient Zero.
Bitch, bring me up movies, and I'm talking
Cabin
about
Fever was released February 12th, 2016.
Not the movie, bitch. Oh my bad, we had an interview and shit.
You good? This the real TV.
Wiz Khalifa Cabin Fever. I'm giving Wiz Khalifa.
2011, yeah. I was thinking
2011.
Yeah.
Damn, what was 2008? Damn, what?
Let's
Damn,
see.
It's crazy. I'm gonna
Alright, so I'm gonna look up
right?
albums, hip hop albums, 2008.
See what came out.
And I'm gonna read out a list. I'm gonna read out the list, and you tell me which one you was fucking with the heaviest.
Albums or mixtapes? I think niggas was really. I think me and D Nice and shit. back then was really fucking with mixtapes. I don't think we was really
mixtapes.
fucking with albums like that.
Okay.
Like we was torrenting a lot of music.
All right. So like 2008 rap albums that came out. You had Lil Wayne with the Carter 3,
Mhm.
T.I. with Paper Trail, Nas with Untitled, The Roots dropped Rising Down, 808 Heartbreak, Kanye West, Bun B dropped 2 Trill, The Game dropped LAX, Rick Ross dropped Triller, Ludacris the Theater of the Mind, and Snoop Dogg with Ego Trip, and it was like a lot more.
I was definitely fucking with Ludacris because he in my top 5, and I was fucking with T.I. Paper Trails for sure. Out of those two, and then came Lil Wayne and shit. If we talking albums, but yeah, that's what I was fucking with. Ludacris, Luda in my top 5.
Okay, so like we had it. Don K.A.V. He dropping music. He said every 2 weeks.
Next single coming, next 3 songs coming out, Halloween.
He's one of those New Yorkers, South Carolina guys. Like he,
I don't know what the fuck I am.
Yeah, he one of those guys. He raised everywhere. And, a music guy, and a lot coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Before you go, do you have anything to say to like any upcoming artists? Anybody who like want to walk in your footsteps? Anybody who want to take this road? Like anything you want to let them know?
You definitely gonna sacrifice a lot. Stay persistent. Don't worry about the naysayers. Believe in yourself first, and always stay true to yourself and to what you believe in and what you got going on and what you want to do before you listen to somebody else. You know, it's okay to listen to somebody else, but make sure that it is right within yourself first. You feel me?
All right, you at it. It's the Real TV Dope Art Association, Kismet Capri.
Y'all be safe.
First things first, I know I'm going off it. Zombies and goblins, 2020 going off it.